This morning, we're headed into the Wickenburg Mountains on Sidewinder Trail. Just down below is the Gold Mine Experience World of Music, a fun, family-friendly destination that doesn't require a side-by-side to get to. My name is Brian, and leading the way up ahead is Dave. We're headed up into the Wickenburg Mountains on the first leg of our journey, and another episode of a Wickenburg Walkabout. If you're not too busy, why don't you join us for a ride? Here in southern Arizona, the summer's put a damper on traveling the trails. It's that triple-digit heat we get every day that keeps us close to home. During this time, when and if it rains and we're talking monsoons, it changes the landscape by adding color and eroding areas in the trails we traverse. So when the weather finally cools down in the fall, the off-road trails begin to awaken with the sounds of four-wheelers, jeeps, and side-by-sides, exploring the new look of the landscape. Zoe and Shelby weren't able to make this ride today, but they were able to tag along on a ride on a pontoon boat on Lake Havasu. We all had fun exploring on the water that day. Different colors of the mounds on my left are due to a mining operation. I have no experience in mining, but if you were to ask me if the mounds were made up of tailings or overburden, in this particular case, I'd have to side with overburden. I asked Siri what the difference was between overburden and tailings. Overburden is the waste rock or other material that overlies an ore or mineral body and is displaced during mining without being processed. Tailings, on the other hand, are different from overburden and are another type of underground mining waste that contains additional toxic elements used to capture the valuable minerals in the ore. Up ahead is the Monte Cristo mine. The gold mine started in 1895 and ceased operations around 1926, but some limited activity continued until 1940s. A final attempt in 1976 was abandoned due to flooding. Time now for the rock of the day. This Arizona specimen has both strange shapes and the crazy colors. I picked this one up from the overburden of a mine. I certainly don't go into mines to find specimens like this. I'm just happy miners a century ago, looking for gold, pulled this out of the ground and left it for me to pick up. I was in my house the other day with my dog Zoe, just barking and barking away, but kind of an unusual bark. I couldn't get hold of my wife to go check it out, so I got my own lame ass up off of the couch and walked out the back door, only to find Zoe having a conniption fit with a rattlesnake. This is the first time she ever confronted a snake, let alone a rattlesnake. My heart just sank. I called her back immediately, and thank God she quickly obeyed. We went back in the house, and we had the fire department come over and take the snake for relocation. Shelby was also watching as the events unfolded. Both our dogs learned a valuable lesson that day. Well, it's that time again to ask that question. Hey, Deb, what's for dinner? Yesterday, Debbie marinated a flank steak with chili garlic marinade. Then I went ahead and grilled up the steak and toasted up the taco shells. Being that this steak's kind of thin, I gave it 2 minutes aside for 8 minutes. After Deb gets cutting thin, cross-grained slices, she spreads guacamole over the toasted taco shell. I admit this is one of those meals we made up, but after adding the mango pico de gallo and the coleslaw to the tacos for crunch, man, that come out to be a pretty tasty dinner for us. As we climb higher into the Wickenburg Mountains, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Ranger Pet Doors. They've been proudly producing pet doors since 2007 up in Bay City, Michigan. If you're looking for a durable, airtight, energy-efficient pet door, Ranger is the way to go. Boy, if it weren't for Onyx maps, I wouldn't be able to tell you what I'm looking at, but I know now that's the Old Bar Mine. The mine was founded back in 1877. Now it's just another abandoned mine along the trail. Next episode, I plan to pick back up where I left off here on this trail. This ride, we came up Constellation Road to our first stop at the Gold Mine Experience World of Music. And the second stop is where we are right now. And the rest of the trail outlined on this map is what I'll be filming in the future. This YouTube channel is supported by people like you. If you like what you see, you know what to do. Hope to have you along next time. Happy trails!